you can tell, I'm at the blood clinic. I'm going to be donating some blood today. Earlier this morning, I filled out the questionnaire online, and then you just have to email yourself the QR code. And when you show it to them, you don't have to do the survey here. It's just basically making sure you didn't go to the dentist in the last 3 days and ask you lots of questions to make sure that you're good to go to donate blood. And I try to do this as often as I can. The only problem is, I don't think it's going to be a big problem, but it's possible that because I was out of the country in the last 6 weeks, that it might affect this. But because it's Japan, I don't think it is. 1 year we went to the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, and because I went there and because of their mosquito issues, that I couldn't give blood for a whole year, and then I was allowed. So I missed a whole year, unfortunately. This is my 17th donation, I believe. It says on my profile that I think I've done 16, and this is going to be my 17th. Well, let's go give some blood. Hello.
How are you?
All right, how are you doing? Well, I've been denied. And it wasn't because of Japan, it was because of my knee surgery, and my sutures are still in. I've been wanting to take them out myself, and I tried maybe 3 or 4 days ago, but because you have sutures in, they won't take you. Well, that sucks. And another thing, this door doesn't want to close very nicely. Another thing too is they put me on baby aspirin, and she's like, if they did take my blood today, they wouldn't include my platelets. So she said, "What? Come here 3 days after you stop taking the baby aspirin, and 3 days after you get your sutures out." So I'm gonna go find a walk-in clinic, get my sutures out finally, because I tried myself. They're not your typical sutures where if you have a cut in your skin, they go on this part of your skin, come out the other one, and they tie it, and there's like a definite in point and a definite out point. You can cut one side and then slip the whole thing out. Easy. I've done it myself before many times. These stitches almost like go in the same spot they came out. Like either they tied it really tight or really close. But I was like, and I washed the area, and I was pulling at the stitches. Hope it's not freaking you out. I was pulling at the stitches to try and see where the loop started, and I couldn't see it. It's in a really weird spot too. Like trying to look around your knee and trying to do that, it's not the easiest thing. It's not an easy spot to get at for myself. Anyway, so I got an email from Kevin, and he reminded me or told me about Starbucks having something called the Hot Pink Dragon drink. And I phoned a Starbucks just to make sure they had it, and they said they do. He goes, "Oh, we've had that drink for a while, but they've only started putting it up on the boards recently." And I said, "Well, what was the name of the drink?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the pink drink." He didn't say the Hot Pink Dragon drink, so I'm not sure if it's exactly what Kevin was talking about, but let's go check it out. And the guy who I phoned said that it was his favorite, so let's go check it out. To a walk-in clinic we've been to many times, and my first initial issue with it is that there's no cars here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. This place is usually packed. It's like one of the hardest clinics to get in, so I'm thinking they're not open anymore, maybe. So it used to be there, and obviously they moved. Alright, that was strange. So this site is a teledoctor or something site. So you basically talk to a doctor through a video chat, and he will tell you what's wrong with you, I guess. But I don't think you can take out stitches via a video link. So we'll look for another one. Jeez. All right, third stop. My lights are on. Third stop. I wonder if this is going to be a fail too. So I had to wait an hour and 15 minutes to get in here. It was funny. It didn't look like it was a lot busy, but maybe they only have one doctor and cycling through, and some people might have longer issues to deal with than other people. So this is what this room looks like. But of course I can't videotape the doctor doing his procedure on my leg, I don't think. But yeah, we'll get that done and we'll head home or head to Starbucks. Well, we are all done. It pinched a little bit as he grabbed the stitch and was pulling up on it to get where the loop is. And because I'm like a week late getting them out, it was a little bit more difficult, not drastically. Ooh, the corner market. Poutine burgers, open 7 days a week, fish and chips. No. Gotta go home. Gotta go do this Thirsty Thursdays for tomorrow. Let's go. All right, all done my Thirsty Thursdays. And that will be my treat for today. Oh, yeah. Remember when you were a kid and you had to go to the doctors, you didn't want to go to the doctors, your parents made you go to the doctors, and after you went to the doctors, they gave you a little treat or whatever. This was my treat for going to the doctors by myself today and getting my sutures out, my stitches out, and failing multiple times on other things like trying to give blood to people. But I think I can call them in about a week and a half, and we'll go give blood then. Have a good night.